Hello guys, this is Utkarsh. This is my data structure lab, exercise number 4, implementation of singly linked list. In this I have to make a singly linked list and I have to perform the following operations on the linked list, like insertion operation in the front of the list and the back of the list and at a position that is given by the user in the list, and deletion, searching, as well as displaying of all the elements in the list. So this is my code. In this I have taken a struct node, a structure called node. In this there are two fields, integer type, info of integer type, and next of that node type, and there's a object of node start point object, and then I have created a class singly linked list. In this there are various functions like insert at the beginning, insert at the position, insert at the last, delete at the position, search, display, and etc. And I also have a function of creating a node. This is the main function. In this there are various options for the user, like for one, when he presses 1, node will be inserted at the beginning. If he wants to insert the node at the last, he presses 2, and if he wants to insert the node at the position, he will insert 3, and so on. You can see, and there are switch case I have used for it. And let us see the main program. The main functions like these. This is the function to create node. In this, I have used an if-else statement. If temp is equal to null, here I have created a temporary node temp, and if temp is equal to null means there is no element in the linked list, means there is no linked list existing, so it will display memory not allocated. That is, the linked list has not yet started, means there is no element in the linked list, it's empty. And else it will insert the value that is given by the user into the linked list. Temp.info is equal to value, this way, and then temp.next is equal to null, means the next will point to the null value. The temp's next will point to the null value, and it will return temp. Then the next function is insert beginning. This function insert begin will insert the element at the beginning of the linked list. First it will prompt the user to enter the value that is to be inserted, and then it will check if start is equal to null. If start is equal to null, it will point the start to temp, and it will, and then next of start will point to null, and else it will p will be equal to start, and start will point to temp, and start.next will point to p. That is the p node that we have just created. And this, the next function is insert last. It will insert the element at the last of the node, at the end of the node, and here also it will traverse to the last of the node. This while loop will traverse the pointer to the last, and after that it will insert the element s.next is equal to temp, and the next is insert at the position. If we want to insert the element at any particular position, we can do that also. First it will prompt the user to enter the value, and then it will prompt the user to enter the position at which the value is to be inserted, and then it will traverse to that position by using this while loop and all that if else to the position that where we have to insert the element, and at that position at the end it will display, it will insert the element. The next function is delete at some position. First it will prompt the user to enter the position at which the element is to be deleted, and then it is created a pointer ptr node pointer, and then it will search for that position. This, it will, if position is equal to 1, it will insert the element to the first position, and then if position is a particular position somewhere in between, it will check for that position, traverse to that, and it will store the element in that position. And then the next function is search. It will search for the element. If start is equal to null, it will display list is empty. Otherwise, it will ask the user to enter the value which is to be searched, and then with this while loop, it will search the place where the element is there, and it will display its position. Now the last function is display. In this it will simply display the elements that are stored in the linked list, and if there is no element that is start is pointing to null, it will simply display the list is empty. So this was the program. Let's see the output. Do this. Suppose we insert a node at the beginning. Insert the value to be inserted. Then again insert a node at the beginning. And then again some value. And next insert node at the last position. And suppose now we search some element, like where is 2, suppose. So search is in 5, it's 5. So search 2, it is displaying, and element 2 is found at position 1. And suppose we want to display the linked list that we have made, we can display it also. 2, 1, 4, and then 4 is pointing to null. So this was the program. Thank you and have a nice day.